If you're intelligent, self-aware, and observant, but still feel powerless in today's world, this video is for you. Because intelligence used to be an advantage. It used to mean clarity, progress, and control. Today, for many people, it feels like the opposite. It feels like thinking deeply only makes life heavier, slower, and more confusing. And there is a psychological reason for that. We grow up believing a simple story. If you're smart, you'll figure life out. You'll make better decisions. You'll avoid mistakes. You'll end up ahead. Intelligence is supposed to protect you. But for many intelligent people, reality doesn't match that promise. They understand more, yet feel less in control. They see patterns, yet hesitate to act. They think carefully, yet fall behind people who seem reckless, loud, or shallow. And that creates a quiet, painful question that most people never say out loud. If I understand so much, why does my life still feel stuck? The problem isn't your intelligence. The problem is the environment you're trying to use it in. Modern systems do not reward depth. They reward speed, visibility, and reaction. Algorithms don't care how well you think. They care how fast you respond. Work culture doesn't reward insight. It rewards output and urgency. Social platforms don't reward reflection. They reward confidence, even when that confidence is hollow. In this kind of world, pausing to think becomes a disadvantage. Hesitation looks like weakness. Caution looks like incompetence. So intelligent minds, which naturally slow down to analyze and anticipate consequences, are constantly outpaced. Not because they're incapable, but because they're playing a game that quietly punishes their strengths. The world moved faster, louder, and more chaotic. And depth, which used to be power, became friction. There's another layer to this. Intelligent people don't just think more. They absorb more. More information. More context. More emotional signals. More unspoken meaning. That means more possibilities, more second-guessing, and more mental weight. Every decision becomes a web of consequences. Every choice feels permanent. Every mistake feels preventable, if only you had thought one step further. This doesn't create clarity. It creates paralysis. Not because you lack ability, but because your mind is processing too many outcomes at the same time. The brain starts to confuse awareness with control. You see everything, so you assume you should be able to manage everything. And when control doesn't follow awareness, frustration turns inward. Self-blame replaces curiosity. Doubt replaces movement. And this is where intelligent people suffer the most. They rarely blame the system. They blame themselves. They think, I should have known better. I should have moved faster. I shouldn't be struggling with this. Other people seem to manage just fine, so why can't I? Instead of anger, they feel shame. Instead of rebellion, they feel small. Instead of power, they feel quietly defective. Not because they are, but because understanding without leverage feels like weakness. So here's the truth that rarely gets said. Your intelligence isn't broken. It's misaligned. Power today doesn't come from knowing more. It comes from channeling what you know into structures that actually reward it. The goal isn't to think less. It's to stop expecting a fast, reactive world to automatically reward deep minds. Intelligence is still powerful, but only when it's paired with direction, constraints, and leverage. And once you understand that, the question stops being, what's wrong with me, and becomes something far more useful. Where does my mind actually belong?